What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel. Welcome back to another episode of the Cleveland Browns retro rebuild here on Madden 21 on the PC. That's right, we are back with episode number 7 of the series, and it is the 2011 playoff special. That is right, we will go the entire playoffs. If we lose in the first round in the wild card, then we will go to the off season. If we continue moving forward, then we will play the entire postseason, hopefully ending with us holding a Lombardi trophy. If you guys are super excited, make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and let's get into the video. All right, here we are in the wild card round. Obviously, in the last episode, I mentioned that we were the 1 seed for a couple of weeks. I sat some players, and we lost to the Buffalo Bills 38-20, and now we are the 2 seed. We have to go up against the Titans, but that is completely fine. It is perfect. We can go and run the gauntlet, beat the Titans, beat whoever else we have to play, and then go to the Super Bowl. But there is one thing I want to mention. We've got some good players. We've got some good players. We got Joe Thomas, we got Trent Williams, we got Rob Gronkowski. AJ Green didn't really get to play a lot this season, so he has not found his hidden development yet. I'm surprised by Jamarcus Russell. He has played amazing this season. He almost had 5,000 passing yards this season, which is absolutely crazy to think about. As for our defense, we've got J.J. Watt, who's absolutely a beast. Cam Jordan, a beast. Geno Atkins, a beast. Justin Houston, a beast. Cameron Wembley, a beast. Earl Thomas, a beast. Devin McCourty, a beast. Eric Wright, kind of a beast. Richard Sherman, a beast. Brodney Poole, a beast. Everybody on this team is fantastic. This team is hype. I am so excited for this. I am excited, ecstatic, super excited for this playoff run. We are an 84 overall. I think we can do it. This is what the playoff bracket is looking like. We've got the Texans as the number 1 seed. We've got over on the NFC side, we got the Bears as the 1 seed over there. We can do this. We can beat the Titans. We can beat whoever else comes up in our path. I do want to mention one more thing. I did this in the last episode, but we have the number 1 overall pick so far in this year's draft, who we can take whoever we want, whether that be Andrew Luck, whether that be Robert Griffin III, whether that be anybody else. It's literally in our hands because we have the 1st overall pick, and then we've got some other picks. I talked about this at the end of the last episode. I traded some guys we didn't really need, or guys that we weren't going to re-sign, to get those extra draft picks that we can either use to take players this year or trade back and get some future assets for next year or later in the draft this year. So you guys know you know the drill. But without further ado, it is time for the wild card round of the 2011 playoffs. The Tennessee Titans versus the Cleveland Browns. Let's get into it. Smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and let's go play them Titans. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we jump in. We are down 16-7 in the 2nd quarter with 2 minutes to go. We've got to make something happen here as Jamarcus Russell gives it to Rob Gronkowski, and he does some Rob Gronkowski type things as he brings down the big 50-50 ball, and we are in the red zone just like that. What a crazy throw. In the first action, the first highlight of the episode is a Gronkowski catch, and then it's a Steve Smith touchdown the very next play. 2 plays, and this Cleveland Browns offense is dynamite. All right, hopping into the 3rd quarter, 3rd and 2. We've got to hand this ball off to Ricky Williams, who gets the 1st down and keeps us in this game. That is big because now we go to 2nd down and 4. It's 23-14. Even if we score this touchdown here, we will still be down in the game, but that is all right because we've got Jamarcus Russell on the move. Jamarcus Russell to the sidelines, down at the 6-yard line with a big rush for a huge 1st down. Let's see if we can pound this rock into the end zone and make it a 2-point game. We've got Darren McFadden in the backfield. The handoff. Darren McFadden rolls into the end zone. And just like that, we are still in this game. Hopping in on defense here for the first time. We're going up against Vince Young and CJ2K. That's why this offense is so dynamic. But it's almost a pick by DeQuell Jackson. That could have been big. Our defense did the job on their possession, on the Titans' offensive possession, and they get us down to the 19-yard line where LaMarcus, wait, who am I talking about? Jamarcus, not LaMarcus, Jamarcus. I had a brain fart there for a second. Jamarcus Russell gets us a 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. The clock is running down in the 3rd quarter. Ricky Williams is in the backfield. The handoff is to Ricky. Can he take it to the house? He can, and that's a touchdown to give the Cleveland Browns the lead in the wild card round. All right, our defense is pushed up against a wall here. The 16-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Titans, and it's a pick by DeQuell Jackson. Vince Young, where are you throwing it? Where are you throwing that football? Nobody was in the vicinity, and DeQuell Jackson picks it off and hopefully seals the game. All right, it is 28-3. 2nd down and 8. We are in the red zone, right at the edge, because we're at the 20-yard line, and Jamarcus Russell with the first bad pass that I've thrown today with him. That's all right, though. 3rd down and 8. We are in field goal range as well. That would make it a 2-possession game. Either way, we score here. Is a 2-possession game. Rolling out the pocket. Antonio Brown, touchdown. Game over. 35-23. The Titans are trying everything they have to continue this game. Vince Young, back in the end zone. Brodney Poole with a pick in the end zone. And he rolls forward to the 2. That's fine. But this game is over. Your Browns are going to the divisional round. All right, it was a little hairy there for a second, but once we started cooking, we absolutely dominated. This offense is too high-powered to not be stopped, or to be stopped. And we had a good day from Jamarcus Russell, or LaMarcus Russell, if you want to take what I said earlier. 19 of 28, 291 yards, 2 touchdowns. This guy is on fire at the end of the season. Darren McFadden had 18 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown. Ricky Williams, 2 touchdowns as well. Braylon Edwards, big day, 7 catches, 69 yards. Antonio Brown and Steve Smith both had receiving touchdowns. That's obviously what we did in the highlights. You saw those. Rob Gronkowski with a big catch as well. Brandon Browner leads tackles with 8. Tackles for loss, Geno Atkins had 2. Who leads sacks? We just had 1 sack on the day on Vince Young. It was Geno Atkins. But we had 2 interceptions. You saw them both. DeQuell Jackson and Brodney Poole. I don't know where Vince Young was throwing that football again for DeQuell Jackson's interception. That was absolutely wild. But he threw it, and we picked it off. As for the kicking, we didn't need any field goals. We had 5 for 5 on extra points. This team is primed and ready for a Super Bowl run. Hopefully we can get there, but we got to get through the divisional round of the playoffs now. I'll see you guys there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes are not deceiving you. We are playing the New York Jets. The team that bounced us in the AFC Championship game, we come up against, not in the AFC Championship game, in the divisional round of the playoffs. Back of the end zone. It's an incomplete pass. Gronkowski was out. But we come up against the Jets a week early than we probably would like. I'd like to beat them in the championship game, but we get to try and beat them either way. We get some revenge on the team that bounced us last year. I have a feeling, a sneaking suspicion that this game is going to be high scoring. I don't know why, but I got that kind of feeling in my gut that we don't like each other, so hopefully nobody gets hurt. Hopping in here on defense, we've got 3rd down and 5. Mark Sanchez in the backfield. It's a weird snap, and it's a good catch. It's a big hit, but it's a 1st down and plenty more. All right, so the Jets ended up scoring on that possession. It's 14-10, 2 minutes left to go in the half, and Darren McFadden, 1 play, and we're in the end zone. I told you, this is going to be a high-scoring game. We've got 54 seconds left to go in the half, and the Jets are knocking on the door of another touchdown here. It's going to be a pass out. Mark Sanchez gets it to the running back, but we pull him out at the 8-yard line. Good job from Brandon Browner. Hopefully, we can stop them here, stifle them from getting into the end zone and making this 21-17. That's what we can't have. J.J. Watt trying to get some pressure. Geno Atkins gets the pressure, and we get a sack on Mark Sanchez, and they have to use a timeout here. We need another play like that. 3rd down and 13 from the 15. If we can get another sack here, we might be able to knock them out of field goal range, depending on who their kicker is this season. J.J. Watt bringing the pressure. He gets to Mark Sanchez, but he gets the ball off, so they're going to have the opportunity to kick the field goal, which is very, very upsetting. All right, so it is 3rd down and inches with 19 seconds to go. Our offense has given me the chance to put some points on the board before the half is over. We get the 1st down. We have no timeouts left, and that's going to do it. I had to drop it down. There was too much pressure. Nobody was open. Tie ball game, early 3rd quarter, 3rd and 7. Let's see if Antonio Brown can make the deadly cut, and he does. What a cut that was. Fantastic opportunity for Jamarcus Russell to have a rifle of a pass. Absolute dart. And I think I'm going to have to take off and run this. Oh, wide open space. Jamarcus Russell could showboat to the moon because nobody in sight, and the Browns take the lead. The Jets are at the goal line. They tied it up, and then we turned it over, and they got the ball back in this situation once again. Can our defense make a big play here? No. And the Jets once again take the lead. It's back and forth in this game. But we need to play this game smart. We cannot be bounced out of the playoffs by the same team 2 years in a row. That's unacceptable. It cannot happen. We need to do this. Let's see if we can play this smart. Do a little bit of play action fake here. Throw it late. Finding Steve Smith for a huge play. And we're not going to be able to get a playoff before the 2-minute warning. No, we will not. Let's hopefully get a big touchdown here because we need it. We need a touchdown here to tie this game up and make sure that we are going on to the next round of the playoffs. If we go to the overtime, if we go to overtime again with the same team 2 years in a row, that's crazy talk out here. But I do have my main man, Steve Smith, open right in the breadbasket for a 1st down. Huge play by Steve Smith, and he does a little bit of dancing, a little bit of trash talk. You know Steve Smith loves to do a little bit of trash talking on the football field. And I'm going to have to roll out of the pocket here, but this time they were ready for it. Got to throw that football away. They were ready for my rollout there. He got off the block pretty quickly. I'm going to hot route Braylon Edwards for a slant to the inside. Hopefully, he should be open here. I'm going to have to roll out of this pocket here, throw this quickly, and get that away. 55 seconds left. They had everything covered, and they brought pressure. Okay, I'm going to go with this play again because it worked last time I used it. Antonio Brown had a sick cut to the outside, and it's not going to work again. They had it covered. But Jamarcus Russell, can he get the 1st down? Power through. Face mask, get us up to the goal line, baby. Let's go. Face mask on the defense. That puts us at the 3-yard line thanks to Jamarcus Russell's big gutsy run in the playoffs. That's what happens when you got a big-bodied quarterback. You just take some risks like that. We're going to throw this quickly, slant route. Okay, knocked incomplete. Good coverage by Darrelle Revis. That's what you would expect from a corner of Darrelle Revis' quality. But we've got 2nd down and goal. Quick throw again. Jamarcus with an incomplete pass. We had an open receiver, and he missed it. They brought pressure. This is 3rd and goal. It's 4-down territory, obviously. We're going to throw this quickly. Steve Smith, we trust him, and he gets it done. Steve Smith gets the touchdown with 39 seconds to go. And now we have to rely on Steven Gostkowski to make this extra point and tie the game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in overtime once again with the New York Jets. 2 years in a row in the playoffs, we face the Jets, and 2 years in a row, we go to overtime with them. But I'm pretty sure the Jets had the ball first and did not score. So if we get even a field goal here, I'm pretty sure we walk away with the W. But we're going to obviously go for the touchdown just to make sure, because I think that's how it works. But I'm not 100% sure. It may be where both teams have to have one possession before it. Oh, that's another face mask. Wow. 2 face masks in the most crucial times of the game by the Jets defense. And they are just giving me free yards to win this game. I cannot believe that their defense is so undisciplined late in the game that they're doing that. That's crazy. But now we've got some slants. I'm going to wait and find Braylon Edwards, who walks the tightrope, and we go to the AFC Championship game. We win in overtime. We spoil the Jets party, and we do the reverse of what they did to us. Heartbreak in New York. Jubilation in Cleveland. You can just feel it in the air, ladies and gentlemen. This season, there's something about this team. It's got that smell. It's got that Super Bowl smell to it. You can just, it's there. You can just feel it. You can smell it. You can breathe it. You can see it. Jamarcus Russell, another good day. 26 of 43, 307 yards, 3 touchdowns. Darren McFadden, 19 carries, 86 yards, 1 touchdown. Jamarcus Russell obviously had that huge run where he got the touchdown. He was wide open. There was nobody for miles. Braylon Edwards, big day. 9 catches, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. Steve Smith with a big day as well. 8 catches, 108 yards, and a touchdown. As for the defense, Earl Thomas led with 12 tackles. Ray Lewis, Cam Jordan, Geno Atkins, and J.J. Watt all had tackles for loss. We got to the quarterback 1 time, and that was Geno Atkins. You saw that in a highlight. Brandon Browner picked off Mark Sanchez once, and I don't think he returned it for a touchdown. No, he did not. But everybody did very, very well. It's crazy how good this game was. And it went to overtime. You can't write this stuff where it went to overtime and we win the game finally. We slay the dragon that is the Giants. We get the monkey off of our back that is the New York Jets. And it's, oh man. We're going to the AFC Championship game for the 2nd straight year. I think it's against the Texans, but I'm not 100% sure. But we don't care, because we got through the Jets. We got through the obstacle that was the Jets, the mind block that was the New York Jets. Now we're free and easy. Now we're ready to go to the Super Bowl. Oh, how things have changed in just a year's time. Last year at this time, we were in the AFC Championship game on the road in New York. This year, we are in the AFC Championship game at home in the Dog Pound. That is right. We get to host our first AFC Championship game as the Cleveland Browns organization here, and Jamarcus Russell is our quarterback. Think about the sentence that I just said right there. We are in the AFC Championship game as the Cleveland Browns, and Jamarcus Russell is our quarterback. What a crazy world we live in, as I try and go deep to Steve Smith, but he can't hold on. This is the first drive of the game, the opening drive of the game for either team, and we're going up against the LA Chargers, well, technically the San Diego Chargers. Oh, what a hit! And it's a fumble for Darren McFadden. Eric Weddle's going to take that to the house. Can Braylon Edwards get there? Braylon Edwards stops him, but, I mean, they're in prime position. Darren McFadden just cost us a big possession early. So the Chargers ended up scoring on that possession, and then nothing really happened for the next couple drives. It went back and forth, but now we get the ball back with under 2 minutes to go to try and put some points on the board before halftime. We cannot be stifled 2 years in a row in the AFC Championship game. And you probably already noticed, I've got the big boy jerseys on. I've got the all whites because this is the big game. This is the most important game of our season to date, and we need the most important jerseys in our selection to go along to accompany this game. The all-white jerseys are out. Even the shoes are white. That's how important this game is. And Darren McFadden, I think he was down. Oh, I thought he might have gotten his foot down, but they say he didn't. I'm going to try this play once again. It worked with Antonio Brown the first time, and it may work with Antonio Brown again off the hands of Antonio Brown. He could not pull it in. 4th and 8. We got to get some sort of points on the board, so we're going to go with Steven Gostkowski here. I don't know if that's going to make it or not. That's a miss. That's a missed field goal for me. Wow, okay. So that was my bad, and we're in trouble. All right, it is the third quarter, 10-0. The Chargers ended up getting a field goal at the end of the half because they had such good field position from my missed field goal. So it is 10-0. Jamarcus Russell needs to have a big game. Maybe this is what we need to do. Maybe Jamarcus Russell isn't the quarterback for us because he can get us to the dance. He can get us to the AFC Championship game, but does he have that clutch gene that certain quarterbacks have that give them the ability to win the big games? Because we lost in overtime last season, obviously. We didn't make the playoffs in the first year. And now we are in the AFC Championship again, and we're down by 3 late in this game. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm not counting them out yet, obviously, but we'll have to see. All right, good job from our defense. They turned the ball over here, and we get the ball back. 3rd and 4. This is going to have to be a Jamarcus run. This is a Jamarcus run here. Slide down at the 20-yard line, 21-yard line to be exact, and we get red zone opportunities. We need to trust Darren McFadden. He is our #1 running back. We can trust him here. He's not going to fumble it again. He gets us up to the 4-yard line. It is 10-7 from the 4-yard line, late third quarter. Jamarcus Russell finds Rob Gronkowski, who gets in the end zone. Give that a good old Gronk spike. There it is. Browns have the lead. All right, and now our defense is starting to heat up a little bit. We turn over the Chargers once again. We have tremendous starting field position, and this is going to be an easy quarterback run here for a first down to get the third down, or to get the first down from third down. Easy run, easy decision to make. And now we are sitting pretty with a first down and 10. It's 4-down territory. Throw it quickly. Almost picked off by the Chargers. That could have been bad. That could have been really bad. And it looks like whoever wins this game will play either Atlanta or Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl. So that's pretty interesting. That's really cool, actually. Atlanta and Tampa Bay. I kind of hope it's Tampa Bay. Actually, I kind of hope it's Atlanta because they choked Super Bowl leads. So let's hope that it's Atlanta. But we have to make it there first. It's 4th down and 4. I didn't realize it was 4th down and 4 before I ran the no huddle, but it doesn't matter because Jamarcus Russell is sailing into the end zone, and we take an even bigger lead. Jamarcus Russell has what it takes. It is 21-18 with a little over 2 minutes to go in the game. We have possession, and we have Darren McFadden, who just needs to run the clock out. They get lucky. They get the clock stoppage with an injury here. I think he might have been faking it so that he could get the clock stop before the 2-minute warning without using a timeout. But we just going to keep running. Darren McFadden's going to take us to the Super Bowl. We are going to hop on the back of Darren McFadden and ride him to the championship, to the promised land. As the 2-minute warning comes and goes, these Cleveland Browns fans are going to be excited because we are just 2 minutes away from our first Super Bowl appearance. Oh, come on. Everybody hold on to the football. Darren McFadden got stopped before he could reach the first down marker. He had an open lane, a huge lane to get a possible first down. But it is 3rd and 2. We get this first down, and it's most likely over. We got to waste their timeouts. And Darren McFadden does get the first down. Big first down from McFadden. And now they have 1 timeout, and we have 4 downs to waste it. Oh, baby. You can feel it in the air, boys. You can feel it in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, final timeout called from the San Diego Chargers. We just need to run maybe 1 or 2 more plays, and we are in the promised land. Jamarcus Russell. Think about this. When I signed Jamarcus Russell 2 years ago. Think about did you think we would ever be in a situation where he leads us to back-to-back AFC Championship games, and then the second season, after heartbreak in the first season, we go to the Super Bowl led by Jamarcus Russell. All right, so this is 4th and 5. They're down by 10 with 12 seconds to go. They cannot possibly mathematically win this game. So it's just here for Brandon Browner to almost pick that off. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We have won the AFC Championship game in year number 3, and we are headed to our first Super Bowl appearance of the series. Smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. I'm so hyped to play in the Super Bowl. So in that AFC Championship performance, Jamarcus Russell, 19 of 31, 268, 1 touchdown, but he did it with his legs. 6 carries, 53 yards, and a big touchdown that put us ahead. Darren McFadden, fantastic, 28 carries, 106 yards, 2 touchdowns for him. Rob Gronkowski, 5 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown. Steve Smith had 110 yards. Defensively, Ray Lewis, the old man out of Miami University. He got 6 tackles. That's crazy. 2 sacks for Geno Atkins and 1 sack for J.J. Watt. We picked off Phillip Rivers 1 time. Did he take this to the house? He did not take it to the house. But big tackles for our big-time players. Brandon Browner with 6. I see the role players coming in with some big-time tackles here in the AFC Championship game. Obviously, we saw the highlight where I missed the field goal with Steven Gostkowski. I'm sorry, Steven. I did not mean to ruin your playoff percentages, but you did make 4 out of extra points. We did good punting. We didn't really need any kick returns. No really good punt returns. But Jamarcus Russell... Just think about this for a second. Jamarcus Russell is going to be the quarterback of a team that is in the Super Bowl. He will be the starting quarterback of a team that will play in the Super Bowl. That is absolutely mind-blowing. And Darren McFadden, speaking of people who you would never think would be good in the playoffs or in the NFL, Darren McFadden is our starting running back, and he's going to be our starting running back for the Super Bowl. This team is crazy, bro. And we are going to the Super Bowl, hopefully, where we carry a Lombardi on our way back to Cleveland. All right, before we go to the Super Bowl, we've got to see the Pro Bowl. Obviously, Jay Cutler, he was the MVP of the league, so he's going to be in the Pro Bowl. He's the starting quarterback for the NFC, smoking Jay Cutler. But you guys can take a look, see if there's anybody here. Josh McCown, I'm noticing right away, 69 overall, but he's quarterback number 3, so props to him. Good job, my guy. That's weird, but whatever. We'll scroll down here. Obviously, you guys can pause whenever you want to see if any of your favorite guys have made the Pro Bowl. I saw Randy Moss there. I saw Julio Jones, Greg Olsen, Andrew Whitworth. Obviously, some of our guys would have made it, but we are in the Super Bowl, so they don't show up here. But they probably did make it. I would assume Jamarcus Russell would have made the Pro Bowl. I would probably assume that some of our defensive guys made the Pro Bowl, but you guys can see here, Von Miller made the Pro Bowl. I wanted Von Miller on my team, but he went 1 pick ahead of me, which is very upsetting. And there's nobody really else of note. Adam Vinatieri still out here working it. And that is the Pro Bowl. So now we can simulate and play the Atlanta Falcons in our first ever Super Bowl. All right, this is the team that is going to play in the first ever Super Bowl for the Cleveland Browns. Not just in this series, but for all time. The Cleveland Browns have never won a Super Bowl. And they never even played in a Super Bowl. So this is history in the making, and this is the team that is going to be possibly making that history. Take a look at some of the big-time guys. We've got Jamarcus Russell, who's up to a 78 overall with the morale. He's a 76 technically, but he's up to a 78 with the morale boost. On defense, we've got J.J. Watt, Devin McCourty, Justin Houston, who's moved up to a superstar X Factor. Cam Jordan, Geno Atkins, who's been huge in this playoffs with sacks. Earl Thomas has been big. Linebacking core has been huge. This team is primed and ready. I told you at the beginning of the playoffs, the beginning of this episode, that this team smelled like Super Bowl champions, and we are just 4 quarters from achieving that goal. It would be fantastic to win a Super Bowl here in year number 3. It would be quicker than what we did in the Dolphins, I think, right? No, I think it's on track because we started in 2005. No, we did it in season 4. We won the Super Bowl in the 2008 season, I'm pretty sure. So that would be season number 4. This is season number 3, and we're already playing in the Super Bowl. And last year we could have done it too if we wouldn't have lost in overtime. But enough jabbering. We got to go to Arizona and try and win a Lombardi. I'll see you guys in there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It is the Super Bowl. And the first drive of the game, first pass of the game is to Steve Smith. You may notice that the Falcons are not in their 2020 jerseys. I put them in their older jerseys, the more recent ones, because I wanted to see if I could get some extra good luck charm from these jerseys, because these are the jerseys they were wearing when they choked the Super Bowl against the Patriots. So I just kind of hope and see if I get a little bit of extra luck by them wearing these jerseys instead of the ones that they wore all season that took them to the Super Bowl. So you never really know, but as you can probably tell, we are in our all-whites again for the second straight week because it's a big game, and I only bring out the all-white jerseys for the big games. And Darren McFadden just powered his way through. I don't know how he got through that. But it's the Super Bowl. We got to have the all-whites in the Super Bowl. It's common knowledge to have the all-whites in the Super Bowl. Antonio Brown almost got the touchdown in the Super Bowl. This is Antonio Brown's first ever Super Bowl appearance. We're not counting the Tampa Bay or the Steelers because that never happened in this series. And Darren McFadden with a nice juke move. Hopefully we can get everybody here a ring. Jamarcus Russell is the quarterback that hopefully will lead us to a Super Bowl, and we score first in the big game. Let's keep that lead. All right, the 19-yard line. We did turn the ball over. 7-0. Matt Ryan is the quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons. That's a good thing because Matt Ryan has a history of choking big games. So hopefully we can get this job done here. I did notice when I was loading up that they must have drafted Tim Tebow because they have Tim Tebow as the backup quarterback or the third-string quarterback, something like that. Big hit on Roddy White, and they are in the red zone, 5-yard line. It is getting risky here. We need some pressure from our stud defensive lineman. J.J. Watt needs to get some pressure. Geno Atkins. When I say stud defensive lineman, Geno Atkins says, yes, sir, because he makes the big play when I ask for it. And now it's 2nd down and goal from the 9-yard line. J.J. Watt with some pressure. No, they're going to hand it off. He breaks one tackle, brought down by Brodney Poole. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Let's get it done. I don't think they're going to get this off before the quarter ends. They do not. So we'll end the first quarter 7-0. It is 3rd down and goal from the 8-yard line. Matt Ryan is under center. Will he be able to throw a touchdown here? Oh my goodness! Roddy White. What a catch. Wow, Eric Wright played that phenomenally, and Roddy White just bodied him. That is impressive. You can't even be mad at a touchdown like that. Eric Wright was all up in him. He played that perfectly. He even undercut it. It's just Roddy White. I mean, Matt Ryan put that right where it needed to be, and Roddy White went up and got it. Bravo, bravo. Bow down to Roddy White. That was fantastic. But moving on to the next possession for the Browns, we are at the 7-yard line already. And this might have to be a Jamarcus Russell scramble. It's not gonna be. Greg is there to sack our quarterback. And we are down to the 10-yard line now. It's gonna be a quick throw this time to Antonio Brown, and a touchdown for the Browns. We take the lead once again in the Super Bowl. Hopping in now to the second quarter. 2-minute warning. Our defense is studly as they stopped the Falcons from scoring there. That's going to be a dart to Rob Gronkowski, and now we have the opportunity to go up 2 scores in the Super Bowl against the Atlanta Falcons here. We're going to snap this ball, throw it quickly to Gronkowski, and I messed that up. That was my fault. I'm going to take ownership on that one. I turned into Gronkowski, and it, like, slowed down his movement, so he didn't get to the ball in time. That was my fault. I should not have done that. But we're going to drop this off to Steve Smith, make a little bit of a juke move, get up a couple more yards, down to the 18-yard line, keep the no-huddle going, keep this defense tired. Let's keep it going with Rob Gronkowski, maybe. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm going to have to throw this away. I got it off to Antonio, but I lost a yard on it. I should probably not have thrown that. I was thinking about scrambling, though, and now I'm going to scramble here. Jamarcus Russell, the big-bodied quarterback out of LSU, trying to win his first Super Bowl. And now we got under 30 seconds to go. I'm going to roll to the left. Hopefully, my main man is there. It's Braylon Edwards, and the Cleveland Brown original makes a touchdown catch in the Super Bowl. You can't write that kind of stuff. The Cleveland Brown original. He was on the very first team, and he makes a catch in the Super Bowl. Big time. All right, so the Falcons do end up scoring in the third quarter on their possession, and then they turned us over and got the ball back. So now it is 21-14. A little under a minute to go in the third quarter, and Matt Ryan is trying to tie this game back up. We did build ourselves a little bit of a comfortable lead with that 2 touchdowns, but now it's starting to wane a little bit. All right, the start of the fourth quarter. One more quarter to play in the Super Bowl. 21-14, the Browns lead. Matt Ryan hands it off to his running back Turner, and he gets down to the 11-yard line. Can we possibly stop these boys from tying this game up? It would be huge if we did, because that would mean we still had a touchdown advantage in the Super Bowl late in the game, and it's going to be a check down to who is that, Jenkins, I think, who caught that pass. We're going to go into man coverage here. If they beat us, they beat us, but we know that it was because their receivers outplayed us, because we're in man coverage here, not in zone. And he outran us. It's Roddy White. Who do you expect when the time is in the most crucial moments? Roddy White's there to catch the touchdown in the Super Bowl. You can't stop Roddy White. Luckily for us, our offense can also not be stopped, because we are now in the red zone on our very next possession after the Falcons score, and Darren McFadden is driving his way to a Lombardi. We're going to drop this down to Rob Gronkowski. Big touchdown. Big catch from Gronkowski. Big throw from Jamarcus Russell. We take the lead right back. Give me that back. Our defense came up with a huge play to get the ball back, and now we just have to hold on. If we can hold on here, the 2-minute warning will come, and then they will use their timeouts, and hopefully, we can celebrate in the land. Oh, baby. We've got 2 minutes between the Browns and history. The first snap is a run for Darren McFadden. A first down, and the first timeout is called. Ooh, baby. This is more nervous than I've been in a Madden game in a long time. I wasn't even that nervous for the Dolphins Super Bowls that we won, or that we played in that series, but I am so nervous in this game. I just need Darren McFadden to hold on to the football for 2 more plays, 3 at the most, and then we can walk away and call ourselves Super Bowl champions. Darren McFadden with a big run. A huge hole opened up from the defense, or from the offensive line, right through the heart of the defense, and we are just marching our way to the end zone to put a knife in the heart of Falcons fans nationwide, as Darren McFadden just carries it one more time. He's got 146 yards, and at the 4-yard line, can we put an icing on top of the cake? McFadden does it. Cleveland is Super Bowl champions. All right, so they scored with 10 seconds to go, so we have to do this onside kick. Malcolm Smith is the one to catch the ball, and we are going to do it. One more knee, and it's time. Snap the ball. Take the knee. Cleveland! This is for you! We've won the Super Bowl! The Cleveland Browns are the top of the league, the top of the mountain, the top of the world. Oh, Super Bowl champions. Cleveland Browns, Super Bowl champions. Think about that sentence. Oh, baby. Oh, we did it. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. Took us 3 seasons to get to this point. Just think of where we started. We had a 60 overall team when we started this game, when we started this series, and now 3 years in, we are Super Bowl champions. Just think about, that's crazy to think about. And Jamarcus Russell is the quarterback that led us there. And it wasn't even a fluke. He did it last year too. We just got bounced in the AFC Championship game in overtime. Darren McFadden is the MVP of the Super Bowl. 24 carries, 150 yards, and 2 touchdowns in the game to get him a Super Bowl MVP. Props to everyone on the team. Bow down to this team. It is God tier. Fantastic play. I am in awe. I am shocked and unbelievably happy for what we've done here in just 3 seasons. And am I the GOAT? Am I the greatest of all time? I might be. I might be. But we are Super Bowl champions, and I guess it worked. I guess putting the Falcons in their old unis got us a little extra bit of luck that we needed. But Jamarcus Russell in his first ever Super Bowl went 20 of 27, 235 yards, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Hey, you won a Super Bowl. Nobody can ever take that away from you, man. You did it. Darren McFadden, Super Bowl MVP. We saw what he did. Braylon Edwards got a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Props. If this is your final season on the Browns because we move on from you, you went out guns a-blazing. Steve Smith with 83 yards. Antonio Brown got a touchdown. Gronk got a touchdown. AJ Green got 1 catch. As for the defense, DeQuell Jackson and Brodney Poole led with 8 tackles. Tackles for loss, Geno Atkins, big tackles. J.J. Watt had a sack and a half. He shared it with Brodney Poole. Cameron Jordan got 1. Geno got 1. Sean Rogers got 1. We picked off Matt Ryan 1 time. He got picked by DeQuell Jackson, who had 1 in the wild card game, I'm pretty sure, by Vince Young. But we did it, boys. We did it. We're Super Bowl champions. Let's go. Let's go, baby. That's hype. That's big poggers. Straight pog, dude. Straight pog. We do have some big decisions to make in the offseason. Before we end the video, we've got our now Super Bowl winning quarterback, Jamarcus Russell, up for a contract extension. He's asking for about $50 million, but we do have the option to franchise tag him. Do we franchise tag Jamarcus Russell? I think that out of everybody in this list that we have the option of franchise tagging, I think Jamarcus is the one that we do franchise tag, just in case we don't get a quarterback in this draft. Because, I mean, do we even need a quarterback with the way Jamarcus played this season and winning a Super Bowl? Do we even need Andrew Luck or RG3 to be our quarterback because we've got Jamarcus Russell? I don't know. That's a big decision to make in the offseason, but that's going to be the next episode. I just wanted to bring that up before we finished out. We'll go through the retirements in the off-season video as well. But thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. If you picked this video to watch out of any of my other videos, I'm glad you did, because we made history here. We won the Super Bowl with the Cleveland Browns. That's a statement I never thought I would say, but we did it in year number 3, 2011. The Cleveland Browns are your Super Bowl champions. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. Make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!